This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in London. I'm delighted to be joined by Johnny Nelson. You don't answer my texts anymore. 5 weeks ago we were like that, and now it's come around again. You don't speak to me anymore.
You are not the first person that's given me stick now about not doing interviews. I've got a part-time job. I work at McDonald's as well. Chief tomato cutter. And trust me, and burgers. I've just invented a new burger. That's why I'm just developing it. You'll find out. But I'm sorry.
No worries. Look, again, it seems like only yesterday that we were here for the initial fight week. It's getting bigger and bigger as the weeks go on, mate.
5 weeks away. 5 weeks ago, this was like being in a nightclub, and somebody come walking in and pulling the plug out of the DJ's box, turntables, and I was absolutely gutted, and it was proper anticlimax, and total respect and understanding why it had to be pulled. Got pulled. These fighters individual, you've got to give it them, because you're better off under-training than overtraining, and the dangerous fight is overtraining. They've had to go back, let the wall just there's nobody to be angry at, and now they're back on it again. Now we're here. Now the fight's on. We're in a cinema. It's like, it's proper different, man. It's different. The vibe's different. The energy's different. You've got some wound-up, called-up fighters that are pissed off with each other because they've had to wait for so long. When you're a fighter, if I was fighting you, I've got to be obsessed about you. I've got to think about you every day. I've got to think about you more.
You don't, Johnny?
Yeah, but as a fighter, I've got to think about you more than I do my wife and kids. That's what you've got to do. You've got to obsess about your opponent. And that's what these guys have been doing now. These girls, they've had to obsess about an opponent. So when you've done that for, all in all, 17, 18 weeks, and that's all you're preparing for, you're sick of the sight of the person you've obsessed about. So now, this is why they're all so sensitive, so wound up, so coiled up. Today, what you're saying, the Wayne's done. What's the Wayne's done tomorrow? That's it, it's business time.
You said a lot of things have changed, but the press conference was pretty much as lively as the first one. A lot of rivalry still there. Clarissa and Savannah, a lot of stick going in between the two. And obviously, Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer, the rivalry's still there.
It's still there because the feelings have changed. The issue's not being addressed. So when the issue gets addressed, maybe a bit of respect to be put on the back of somebody's name. So, but right now, they got to talk to each other like, I don't respect you. I've got your number. When you've had your arse bust, then you've got to think, all right, I've got to give it to you. You did me. But at this point now, you've got fighters that believe they are the better of the two. And that's what makes this so intriguing.
This is a massive, massive card. Again, loads of promotional companies coming together. Are you surprised, or were you fearful in any way we wouldn't get the exact same card?
I was worried that lightning wouldn't strike twice. And it has. The same people have turned up, if not more. And I mean, making them shakers in the boxing industry. Big wigs from Sky are here. You know, they've got a chance to be here and get prepared for it. So it's good. It's a good thing.
As an ex-professional yourself, obviously with the postponement, how would have you coped with it personally?
Well, the difference was if you're a fighter that lives in the gym, you wouldn't need 12 weeks to train for a fight. To me, it was 6 weeks. 6 weeks was just enough, because then you step it up a little bit, you tighten it up. If you're a fighter that doesn't live in the gym, you need 12 weeks to get the weight down, get yourself ready, work on tactics and everything. And then you work to that particular day. And what happens, if anything over that, there's a chance of overtraining or burning yourself out. So that's always going to be the worry. So now, to me, it would have made a difference because I thought, you know what, ease off for a couple of weeks and back in again. But it depends on how tight you are at the weight as well. If you're tight at the weight, that makes another difference as well.
Ben Shalom said it should, or he hopes it will break all Sky Sports record. We hope it does, to be honest, but what were your thoughts on that?
You're going to watch out of curiosity. So even if you're not a boxing fan, you're going to watch. People that have bought tickets for this have never been to a boxing match in their life. I suppose it was like watching KSI against Logan Paul. I can remember going there, and it was a lot of little kids with sandwich boxes and their parents running about. That's not a boxing crowd. It just introduced a different crowd. This now has got the attention of powerful females that thought, you know what, you're putting us on the map, girl, so I'm going to show you respect. I'm coming there to support what you're doing. So it's a good thing.
Obviously all the negatives last week. This is hopefully where boxing gets on the right path again, Johnny.
Of course. This is what it's about. It's onwards and upwards. And this is Sky putting on a show. It's a legacy show where they are going to let the public know what boxing is all about. They're going to let the public know what why you watch this sport. Any sport, you come across ups and downs. You know, we're in a position to put a good show on, and that's all we've got to talk about. That's what we're here for.
Rumours that Chisora Fury 3, again, is that another fight that perhaps you're interested in?
I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I know
The second one was so convincing.
I'm not going to listen to rumours until the fact. You understand? So Tyson Fury wasn't fighting. He was fighting. He wasn't fighting for $500 million. Fighting Anthony Joshua, he wasn't fighting. He wasn't boxing Usyk. Now he isn't fighting. So until it's fact, I've learnt my lesson not to get excited. He's already beaten Derek twice, I think. So again, it's an outing for Derek. As far as Tyson might be concerned, it's a soft touch. But let's talk about it when it gets close and when it's a done deal. I think we should all learn our lessons from that.
Obviously, I've been banned from asking you any questions in relation to Conor. Let's get that out there now. But what can we expect from this weekend then, finally?
Finally, I think the chief support will be ridiculous. I think it could be main bout. I think the main bout itself, I don't be surprised if this is fight one of two, because that'll be that tight, that close. And a loss to each fighter could have different consequences. Clarissa Shields feels she's the best fighter, female fighter in the world. Her ego will take a big battering if she loses. Savannah Marshall, with the overseeing of Peter Fury, he'll know that she's got to, you know, we made a mistake, we'll fix it there. So I think the consequences of a loss will be different for both fighters.
Thanks for your time, Johnny. Oh, go on.
You weren't banned from asking me anything about it.
Oh, can I ask him a question?
It's just not our business.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Understand? Our business is what's happening this weekend. Our business wasn't what happened last week. It wasn't our show. It wasn't anything to do with us. This is our business. And so basically, you guys have just been told, look, talk about what we're doing. You know, it's all right to throw stones, but it's not our business.
I hurt all the girls that I fight, but I will come out victorious.
Clock ticking till I become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
This is another moment that my hand would be risen.
I've fully prepared myself for a war.